Hello and welcome to BonVoyageHunger. Today I'm going to show you how to make idli and dosa batter using a mixer grinder. Make sure to follow my video till the end to get all the tips and tricks to make softest idli. Let's take a look at the ingredients first. We need to make sure that we are washing the rice at least 5 to 6 times to get a good white color in the idli. You can use urad dal or whole urad, but make sure you wash it in cold water and soak it in cold water. Then we need to wash but drain out all the water from the flattened rice. Wash and soak the fenugreek seeds, but make sure you remove all the water and wash it before adding it for grinding. Soak all of these for at least 8 to 10 hours. After soaking, now we are ready for grinding. I'm going to use a mixer grinder for grinding and follow all the steps which I am telling you now to get the best idli. Add flattened rice which we had soaked overnight. Then wash and remove the water from the fenugreek seeds before adding it in this. If you follow this step, this will ensure that your idli will remain white. Otherwise, the yellow color from the fenugreek will leave a little yellow tinge on the idlis. I'm starting the mixer first at a very low speed, adding very little water at a time as needed. The secret of best soft idli is that when you grind the batter, when it is getting ground, it has to be ground at a very low speed and it cannot generate the heat when it is grinding. Remove this mixture. Now it's the time we are going to put little urad dal at a time and grind it. One secret in the urad dal is that you need to add cold water for grinding urad dal. If you're living in a state or a country which is warm, then please refrigerate your water or defreeze your water before adding it to this mixture for grinding. This is a very important step and we cannot miss that. Keep the speed very low at 1 and continue grinding it. Do not get tempted to add more water. Just continue grinding it for some time. After some time, touch the urad dal and see if your urad dal is smooth and not coarse. The moment it becomes smooth, you will also see that the urad dal has fluffed up a little after grinding. This is the right stage to take off the dal. I have one more lot of dal to grind and I'm going to follow exactly the same tips to grind it. Depending on your size of your mixer grinder, you can increase or decrease the quantity of the dal which you're grinding, but make sure do not overfill the mixie, otherwise it will not give the good results. Add a little cold water and start your grinding process. Lower speed on your mixer grinder. Add very little water as you need because our idli batter needs to be a little bit thicker. I will continue grinding this until it becomes a soft paste. If you see, even my second lot of the urad dal is now fluffed up a little bit. Let's take up the dal and take it out in the same bowl. Now start adding the rice a little at a time to grind. We'll follow the same process with the rice. We will add very little water at the same time. It can be a little tricky when you're grinding the rice because it will become very hard once it becomes powder. So continue checking it and continue adding little water to it. Again, add cold water here. If at all your mixer grinder is heating up while you are grinding this, please let it rest for some time before you start grinding the next lot. It is very important that we are not letting this entire mixture warm up during the grinding process. This is again a very important stage to get that good fermentation flavor and the fragrance. We'll check the consistency of the rice in the same way as I checked for urad dal. I need my rice batter to become soft before I can take it out. I will continue grinding my rice in 2 or 3 lots. I generally make a big batch of the batter and I refrigerate it. Don't worry, I will tell you the tips how to refrigerate it for a longer time as well. Once you use this method to grind the idli batter, you will never buy the batter from outside. With this, I have done all my grinding. Let me show you now what are the next steps which are very important for my fermentation. Once I take out the last lot of the rice ground in my bowl, I am going to do a rigorous mixing and make sure I scrape off everything from the bottom of the bowl and mix it together. This is the stage which is going to generate a little bit of heat in my batter. Do you see how thick my batter is right now? Once we keep it for fermentation, it is going to thicken up a little more. One important tip is that do not add salt in the batter when you're keeping it for fermentation. Since I'm making a big batch, I'm going to ferment it all together, rest it for overnight for fermentation, and look at this beautiful fermentation which I have achieved. So when you want to use the batter, take out little batter at a time and add salt only to the portion which you want to use in that time. This is one very important tip to have a idli batter which is lasting for a longer time in your refrigerator. Now I'm going to show you how to make delicious fluffy idli. Grease your idli tray. I have just added a little salt to my idli batter because the idlis made of the fresh batter are delicious. If you're not using it right away, please put the batter in the refrigerator. It can easily stay good up to 3 weeks. See how my batter has thickened up after my fermentation? This is exact results which you will get. And look at the color of the batter. It is so white. The water has boiled. Let's keep our idlis for steaming. Once the idlis are ready, you can pierce the knife in the center and check whether the idlis are ready. Once your idlis are ready, try and take out the idli from the pan when it is warm. Do not try and take out right away, just let it rest for a few seconds and then take out the idli. Look at the cotton soft idli which is there in my hand. I'm going to take out all the idlis and straight away add it in the casserole. I want to keep it in the hot case to make sure it retains the softness. You can serve these delicious idlis with the sambhar and the coconut chutney. I personally love this combination. If you want to know how I made that sambar or that coconut chutney, please follow the link in the description box and follow my recipe. I am also adding a complimentary recipe of tomato chutney in the description box link. You can use the same batter, adjust the consistency and make delicious dosas as well. Do try the recipe and leave your feedback in the comments. Thank you for joining me on this journey today.